Please ignore my messy kitchen table. Do 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 do. Yay! We're Jedis now! Now I can quit buying these Oreos. Hello, and welcome to an Inquisitive Crafter. I'm not sure what episode this is. I cannot find my podcast journal, so I don't have any notes. I'm doing this on the fly. We'll see how it goes. My name is Susie. I am an orchestra teacher in the Dallas area, Texas, and this is my channel where I talk about my projects in crochet and knitting and some new ventures throughout my making days. I have not been around for a couple of weeks. I think I just needed, first off, I'm never alone. Actually, do you hear the silence? Like, can you hear it? There's no one in the house. I can't believe it. My husband works from home. I have 3 grown children who all live at home. Well, my youngest just graduated from high school, so she's going off to college. I have a 20-year-old son who's working, but he lives at home, and a 22-year-old son who is working and going to school, and he lives at home. And I said my husband works from home, and I'm on summer break for another week and a half. I'm so sad. Summer is almost over. But I'm never alone. It's never quiet enough for me to podcast. So that was issue number 1. Issue number 2, I think I was just going through, I just need to get all my, I'm sorry, I have salt in my eye or something. I need to get through all my sadness about my bestie moving. She was my bestie and my teacher bestie, and she's moving to San Antonio, and so we won't be teaching together anymore, and I'm really sad about that. So I just need to get over that. And I had not, I hadn't finished anything. I hadn't made anything. So I think I was struggling with, you guys are here, I think, to see what I'm working on, what I'm making, and I wasn't really doing a lot of work. So, but today it is July 22nd, and I have 3 finished objects. 3, after having none for so long. So my first finished object is my Contrast Blast socks, patterned by Stephen West. It's got my hair all over it. So here they are. They are done with knit style yarns in amethyst and emerald. I think I won a skein of yarn through Pigskin Party maybe a few years ago, and then I bought the other skein when I was picking out my winnings. But this was Stephen West Mystery Sock Along from last year, 2023, and I needed to get it. I had done one sock and a little bit of another sock, and I needed to get it done before his Color Popportunity Mystery Sock Along started on July 6th. So I finished it like right the day before. I think it started July 9th and I finished it July 8th. So right before. So I tried to do, I didn't know that there was let me backtrack. I was planning on doing a left sock and a right sock because the pattern goes in a different order. And then I forgot and was just doing the right sock. But then when I picked this one, I don't even know which is the last one. Oh, this is horrible. Oh, I'm sorry, my clock is singing. Which is the last one? Okay. I don't know. I don't guess it matters. But I made some mistakes, so they're not true left and right, but I'm still pretty proud of them, and I enjoyed making this sock. Had a lot of techniques that I would not have done if I hadn't had this project to do, and his directions and videos are so clear. They're really easy to follow. Do I have so that's my first finished objects. Very proud to have these done. I usually don't like my socks to go up this high, and truthfully this cuff looks a little bit bizarro on my leg because I have big calves. But I still think this is a good slipper sock. I don't know that I'd ever wear it with shoes because of this bumpy texture there. But I enjoyed working on it, and I'm glad to be done with it. All right, my second finished object is also a pair of socks. I finished my heel-toe do-si-do socks that I was making out of mustache yarn in the colorway Princess General, aka Leah, I believe is the colorway. And these are shorty socks that I was doing with the pattern is heel toe do-si-do by the Crazy Sock Lady. I really love this pattern, would happily make this again. And now I want to I want to make some other socks by Crazy Sock Lady because this one was so good and so much fun. And I always think that pattern socks look really hard, and this was not hard. I was able to memorize it, but it looks complicated. So there's the sock that I would have been done. I started this in during summer sock camp, which started I think May 24th or around Memorial Day weekend, and I started those then, and then I finished last week sometime, I think. So I'm really happy with this. This yarn is so wonderful. It is so soft. It feels so good. And I just love these socks. I was very proud. And I've worn them a little tiny bit, but it's too hot in Texas to wear knit socks right now, I think. So I love this. The only thing I do not like about this sock is not the pattern at all. It's the too much white. I worry how dirty it's gonna get. Like, I'm interested to see. But other than that, I love it. I love them. So very happy about that. And then the third project I finished is, I don't have because I've gifted it. My mom's birthday was yesterday, and 2 days ago we had her birthday dinner, and I gave her a hat. I have made several of these. Excuse me, I don't know what's going on with my throat. Let me get some water. I've made several of these hats, and this is like my favorite hat pattern. I'm looking up on Ravelry to see what it's called. Valerie's. Anyway, I've gifted it, but I have a picture and I'll put it in. Valerie's Summer Sun Hat by Doriana Rivelli. And I love this pattern. It's really easy, and I finished it in 3 days. So I started it July 17th. Well, okay, 4 days. And I finished it July 20th. And I wasn't working like solely on it, so really good. My tip on this hat is it uses an eye hook, and I do that until this one I did the last 3 rounds. Well, the last 2 rounds of the pattern plus an I-cord edging, crab stitch edging, I do in a smaller hook, an H hook, and that makes it turn up really nice. I love my hats. I have 2 of them, plus I stole my daughter's that I made her, and they're perfect sun hats and they're perfect for swimming. My head gets sunburned, so I love wearing it when I swim. So excellent hat. So those are my finished objects. All right, so what have I been working on while I haven't been chatting with you guys? I have been working on my birthday beach socks. This is the Atlantic Run socks, I believe. I can't remember who they're by, but I'll put that information in the show notes. I've been doing this 2 at a time on Magic Loop, and I spoke about this last time, but I want really badly to be a 2 at a time knitter. It is so convenient to complete socks at the same time and never have to do the second one. Like, I'm working on the Color Opportunity sock. I'm not very far. I'm only in clue 1, even though clue 3 goes out tomorrow. And I'm already questioning, when am I going to get the second sock done? Because I don't know that I'm enjoying it enough to finish another sock, but I want to, because it'll be nice to have. So I bought all these longer Magic Loop cords because I was going to be a 2 at a time sock knitter. And I do enjoy knitting 2 at a time. That is fun. I've with this pair, only accidentally knit with the wrong yarn one time. So yay me. But I'm not very far. I'm still in the heel. But they're not convenient to carry around. Like I had to get blood drawn today. I had to go to the eye doctor today. I had to, I went to pick up my dad from his eye doctor appointment, and I was knitting before all those, but by the time you get your knitting all organized and assembled and what yarn goes where, they call you back. Like, you don't get a whole lot done, and if I just had it on one needle, it'd be more convenient. So what I need is a purse project that is more convenient. But I'm not ready to take these off. I'd spoken about putting these on like a smaller needle or just doing them 1 at a time, and I'm not ready to because I'm being stubborn. So, but I'm still working on them. They're still giving me lots of enjoyment. They look like summer to me. They look like the beach to me. And there you go. The next thing I'm working on is, well, I did a lot of the work on this, and then I quit working on it. So with this mandala ombre yarn, which last time I spoke to you, I thought I only had this ball. I have another ball, another skein. So I'm super excited because I can make a bear out of that, which is what I'm going to do. I am making these granny squares. So these are what I'm sorry that I'm not woven in any ends. This is what I've done. I don't think all the colors go together. Will I want to use a project made out of all these weird colors? I hope so. I'm trying to show you all of them, and I thought this would be the best way. And I have a orange one I'm working on. Ugh. There you go. So I'm creating all these with an eye hook, and it's just a simple granny square. And ideally, I am going to make a crossbody bag or over the shoulder bag. What are they called? Those little fanny packs that people are now wearing across their body. I think it'd be funny to have one that was so brightly colored, because I have a colleague who always looks very cute and professional. She's much younger than I am, but she always looks so sweet and professional, and she wears a bag like that, and I'm always teasing her about it and how I need one and why am I not in the loop. And then if I wore this garish bag, I think that'd be funny. Would she think it's funny? I don't know, but I would think it was funny. So all right, the next thing I haven't worked on that in a week, so I need to get back to it. The next thing I'm working on is my Color Opportunity socks, which I spoke of earlier. Here is my clue 1 so far. I love the way the colors are coming out. Again, I'm hesitant on this sock. Why did I pick a white sock? Like, I try not to show you much of my house, but it's not very clean all the time or ever. So I could just picture all the dust on my floors getting on my sock. But I am very happy that I'm using my hypnotic yarn because I have a lot of it and I don't ever use it. I just hoard it and pet it and talk to it. But now I'm using it. So this is hypnotic yarn. This yellow, greeny yellow is hypnotic yarn. So that's how far I am, what it's going to look like. In case you haven't seen this sock, these are welts. So I'm finishing the third welt. And then I'm going to magically somehow connect these, and this will be my ankle. My ankle is not this skinny, so it'll work. It has a cute little stitch marker. I got that from Yarnable also. So I like it. And I'm super happy to be getting to this color. Look how beautiful this color is. This color is so lovely. I hope it's coming out on the camera because I can't see, but makes me really happy. I am also using from Hypnotic Yarn, my Yarnable, my Knitting Like a Regular Crafter but Way Cooler glasses holder. It's supposed to be, I think, for sunglasses, but I just have my readers in here because I try to keep a pair of readers and a pair of scissors in every bag that I have. And then the last thing I've been working on is, what is this blanket called? Working on a blanket for my daughter. This isn't the last thing I'm working on, but this is the last thing I'm going to show you because the other stuff I don't have very much in. It is called the Sawtooth Afghan by Bernat Design Studio. I have made this twice and am working on 3 more of these. So for each of my kids, I made one for my mom, I made one for my husband, and then I'm making one for Sarah. It uses a end hook and that big blanket yarn. And I decided I had, oh, this is the top. I had purple, and then I had a variegated pink, purple, gray kind of color. And so I decided just to do 2 rows of each. That way I don't ever have to cut my yarn. I can just continue it up the side. And that's going to be like a throw. So it's perfect for one person to tuck it around and watch movies or be on the TV. And it's super soft. I kind of wish I had done it in a bigger hook. What's bigger than a... Oh, this is an M. Yeah, I wish I'd done it in a P hook. But I feel like for some reason I remember doing the other ones in this hook, and I didn't take good notes. So I wish I had, because I think that the drape would be a little bit better. Although I think it'll be fine. But it would have gone faster if it was in a bigger hook. But I also would have hurt my wrist if it was in bigger hooks. So I got to think about that at all times, about what my wrist is doing. Okay, so I know you're saying, Susie, what do you mean that's the last thing? It's sock week. Are you working on a sock for sock week? No. I'm all excited about sock week. Like the prospect of sock week. You know, I got a bag for sock week. I found my Shark sock week bag from 2021. I found my little skein holder from 2023. And then I just thought, I've got this blanket I want to finish before Sarah goes off to college. I started a Pikmin, which is it's going to be a stuffed animal from a video game that Sarah plays that she loves. I want to make that before she goes off to college. I mean, I'd preferably like to have that by next week because her birthday is next week. Well, this week, actually. I've got these zipper bags that I want to make into like pencil holders or whatever for my teacher friends, because I always try to make teacher gifts. I have a dragon I need to make for a friend. I just have too much stuff to do that I want to do. And I didn't know if I wanted to tie myself down to trying to churn out a sock in a week. Since I am a slow knitter, that would mean I'd have to stop all of my other making progress. And I'm getting stubborn. Like right now, I'm very stubborn. I don't like to be told what to do, even by myself. So that's pretty interesting. Okay, life stuff. My daughter's going off to college in a month. She had to go to an overnight orientation. Her college is about an hour and a half away from my house. And so my husband and we just drove her down, dropped her off at orientation, and we spent one night there because she had to be there at 8 a.m, which meant we would have to have left by, like 5:30, 6, something like that. I didn't know how traffic was going to be going in that direction, and I didn't want to rush. I wanted to just have fun, take our time, go to Buc-ee's, all the important things. So we decided to go down Wednesday, and we all stayed in a hotel room on Wednesday. Thursday morning, we dropped her off at her orientation, made sure she got all settled, and then picked her up Friday morning. So my husband, Mark, and I stayed and had a nice little, mini vacation in Tyler. Tyler is where the school is. It is super cute little town. I swear it's all just one street and then little side streets, like one main road and little side streets, but it's so cute. We found a French bakery that we loved. We didn't really do anything exciting. We found a great Mexican restaurant. We went to 2 Mexican restaurants. My husband said, we're never going to one again. Haha. Tex-Mex is my favorite. So we'll be going to one. So that was fun. My middle child, Michael, and my daughter, Sarah, all have birthdays at the end of this week. So we had their birthday dinner with my family, along with my mom, because her birthday was yesterday. That was fun. What else have I done? I've been gardening. I started a garden. Now, should you start a garden in July? No. Especially in Texas? No. But I've been reading the Square Foot Gardening book, and they say you can garden anytime. Texas has a long growing season, almost year-round growing season, according to the books that I've been reading and watching YouTube videos. So I went ahead and planted. So I'll show you the start of my garden. After 4 days, I think, of planting my garden, things started sprouting, which was so exciting. And then more things are sprouting, but it's Square Foot Gardening, and I have a 4x4 bed, and not every square is sprouting. So I don't know if that means the weather is too hot for those specific vegetables or herbs, or is it's getting, can I say, too much water? I don't think that's true, but it has rained a little bit. We got an inch of rain last night, and maybe that garden bed is working. The whole situation that you're supposed to set it up with to keep it moist, maybe that's working. I don't know, but I love the Square Foot Gardening. I love watching Anne of All Trades. She has a lazy gardening method that I kind of followed to set this bed up. And I love watching, I don't remember their names, but I'll put their YouTube channel down in the show notes. A lady in California who does container farming, pretty much. And she has a huge garden, and it's mostly, it's raised bed gardening, but it's in totes. So I have a few totes, 2 specifically, that I'm growing things in, and then the rest of my backyard looks like a junkyard. So I got to fix that up. I said I was going to do that this weekend, and I wasn't feeling good, and I didn't do it. So I got to do that. That's about it. I want to say I've been exercising, except I haven't exercised in 5 days because we went on our little vacation. And then this weekend, I just couldn't get back into it. It wasn't feeling good. So I'm going to get back into it today, I hope, and finish strong because I'm on an 8-week exercise program and really enjoying it. And I want to finish it. I want to say I did this. And then I want to start the next one. Like, I'm not done, but I want to finish this program, and then they're going to start a new one. And I just want to be there for it. I love this. I'm not losing weight. I'm gaining weight, but I love the strength I'm feeling in my body. Like, it's working, which is what I wanted. So, all right. I guess that's it. I will try to be better about filming every week. That was my original intention, was to film every week, and fell off the wagon a little bit, but I'm going to get back on. But I do have a school meeting I have to go to. So until then, stay inquisitive.